Hey guys, what is up? It's Marcus here from Tyrone Gaming, and today I'm doing a different kind of video. This isn't a rant or like an update video. This is going to be something that I doubt it will become a series. It's more or less a video. Now, this is only a few hours away from the Black Ops 3 beta release for Xbox, so I won't be posting for a while. So I did want to make a video, and I did recently rewatch the Batman vs. Superman trailer, and I think the movie looks amazing. Uh, and I got thinking, what would actually make a good Batman vs Superman movie? Now, if you guys don't know, there was a rejected 2003 script, or it might have been 2002, that featured. It was a Batman vs Superman movie. It had Lex Luthor in it, and it actually seemed like it might have made an okay Batman vs Superman movie. But if we're going into a Batman vs Superman movie, I want it to be really good. So if you guys don't know, it is going to be considered Man of Steel 2 type of thing, directed by Zack Snyder, who did Man of Steel 1 and will be doing Justice League for DC. And so I kind of wanted to talk about what would make a good Man of Steel or Batman or Superman movie. So I think the first thing is a compelling Batman. Now, in like the Tim Burton Batmans and the Joel Schumacher Batman and even like the Batman way back when with like the bang and the pow and like awful, we didn't see a darker Batman. We seen the Batman that's kids friendly, who isn't. I mean, like if you look at the Dark Knight franchise, that Batman was not kid friendly. Like, people were getting their necks snapped. It was dark. It was gritty, but also it kind of showed the underbelly of Gotham, which is kind of where he lives. It actually showed Batman has wits. He doesn't just use brawn. He has tech. He has gadgets, and he's not just a one-man operation. It showed the actual complexity of Batman. Whereas something like Tim Burton showed none of that. Or Batman versus Robin. Or Batman and Robin. That's likely the one that I'll use the most as an example, because that movie absolutely was awful. Okay? And so I think the second thing is a compelling villain. Now the main villain is obviously not going to be Superman or Batman. Okay, it's Lex Luthor, or there's been a bit of speculation about Doomsday, which I would be extremely excited about. Doomsday would be great, but I'll get into that a little bit more in detail later. But, a compelling villain is key. So in Dark Knight Trilogy, we had Heath Ledger's Joker, which was absolutely amazing. They did a wonderful job with that Joker. Now, in Batman and Robin, we had Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze, which was, to say the least, a disappointment. He played a flat portrayal of the character, a character that would be pretty hard to portray on screen anyway, and the movie kind of flopped because of it. Now, I'm not saying that was the only thing that flopped the movie. The Batsuit flopped it. The lack of a Batmobile, or a respectable Batmobile, flopped it. The acting flopped it. The fact that there was bat nipples and a bat credit card flopped it. But other than that, a compelling villain is going to be key. So if it is Doomsday, I want to see the ferocity of Doomsday. Okay, he's the only person in the comics who's ever killed Superman. So I actually want to see that. I don't want to see Superman struggle a little while and then give him a 1-2 punch, like with Zod. I mean, yeah, they struggled a little while. Yeah, eventually, they were punching each other for a little while. And yeah, they took it into outer space and started fighting. But at the end of the day, he snapped his neck, something he could have done anytime, anywhere. And I mean, yeah, it was emotional. Superman doesn't kill people, whatever. But he just snapped his neck. I want to see consequences for the fight. Not just, we destroyed half the city, but we stopped him. Quality. So there definitely needs to be a compelling villain and a challenging villain. Now, on the other side of that, Superman will most likely have a compelling villain. And if it is Lex Luthor, he obviously can't go up head-to-head against Superman unless he's using battle armor, which I would be a little surprised if they didn't include it, but, who knows. Now, Batman needs to have a compelling part in the story. He is arguably the biggest, if not the biggest, draw to the movie. I mean, yeah, Superman's great, but seeing a film where Batman and Superman are in the same movie is something we haven't seen before. And frankly, it's something I'm pretty excited for. I would definitely be okay if Superman and Batman were fighting throughout the whole movie. But Batman can't just sit on the sidelines while Superman fights Doomsday or Lex Luthor or whoever. Batman needs to actually have a compelling part in the movie, or else it's not going to work. Okay? And this is likely the biggest piece of it, the reason Man of Steel was so successful is because of the overall darker tone of the character. It showed a character who actually could die, who was actually getting beat for a long time, and who cannot go 1v3 and win. He had to pick them off slowly. And I love that part of the aspect, because it made it a little bit more realistic. And, I mean, it showed very stunning characters. It had great supporting actors and stuff. I think Michael Keaton was in it as Superman's real dad. There's Russell Crowe as his Krypton dad. There was, it had very compelling supporting actors, and it did really good. Now, that kind of brings me to the next point. A grittier story. Now, we've all seen the Superman that's all light and fluffy and sucks. I mean, when he's light and fluffy and he can just reverse time, there's no actual threat of anything bad happening. What's he going to do? Have Lois Lane die and then just fly around the world, rewind it, and then do something different? I mean, there's no actual risk versus reward type thing. And with this grittier Superman, it didn't show him to have as many powers or as much strength. And I rewatched Man of Steel, and it didn't actually directly show him grabbing anything, like picking up anything that big. Now, he did kind of hold up an oil rig and stuff like that, but it never actually showed him, using the full Superman strength, which I did like, because it makes him seem more human. And I think this is likely the biggest thing, is what I'm about to say next, and this will be probably the end of it. The biggest, most important thing there. They're adding a lot of superheroes. We need to keep focus on them all, okay? So the three that have been confirmed is obviously Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. That's the three that we've seen. That's the three that we definitely know about. There's been rumors about Cyborg and some other ones. But even with three, this could get challenging. Because they don't want to put too much emphasis on Batman. They don't want to put too much on Superman. And they definitely do not want to put too much on Wonder Woman. Now, Wonder Woman in the past has not had any kind of movie outings that ever turned out successfully. I'm not even sure she had a movie outing. But nothing turned out successfully for her. Nothing. And part of that's because it's a woman superhero, and you know how that can get. I'm not going to go in depth into that. But what needs to happen here is there needs to be a balance of focus. We can't just have the whole movie about Batman and his struggle and Joker and all that and just leave Superman in the dark because we've already had a movie about him. Or Wonder Woman in the dark. I mean, Wonder Woman, they need to actually explore and use. Okay, Wonder Woman is someone who can match Batman's strength. And we do see a fight scene with her that looks a little overpowered on her side, and her getting her ass kicked and her kicking ass, and yeah, it looked a little bit weird, but I'm sure that'll play out pretty good. Now, the final thing, this will be a really quick thing. Destruction of the city. Now, in Man of Steel, they destroyed a good 2/3 of Metropolis, and I'm talking leveled. So, I mean, we need to A, see consequences of that, but B, we can't see that happen again. If you level the whole city this time, it's kind of going to suck, because we've already seen the city leveled. In Man of Steel, it almost got to the point where it was just destruction porn. They were just like, blow this up, 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 blow this up. Like, I mean, yeah, sure, he saved 3 people, but he killed how many more? I mean, he caused billions of dollars in property damage, which we kind of do see held accountable, but not entirely. So that was more or less it for my what we need in Batman vs. Superman. If you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. And if you don't like it, leave a comment. And if you do like it, leave a comment saying what you want to see in the upcoming Batman vs. Superman. So, again, just to say it, the Black Ops 3 beta is coming out, so after the beta, expect to see a bit of gaming footage. I'll hopefully release after I cut all that crap together. Black Ops 3 beta should be really good. I don't exactly know how long it's going to last. It did get extended a little bit, and played around a little bit with the PS4's version, but the Xbox One version should be pretty straightforward. I think they have all the glitches and whatnot sorted out by now, so hopefully it's good. But anyway, without further ado, I think I'll end this video. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been Marcus, and yeah, I hope you enjoy this video, and enjoy the rest of your week.